Steve, a second away win of the season, deserved as well today. What did you make of your team?
I thought the performance was outstanding from start to finish. I think one goal doesn't do although it's a late goal, doesn't do the performance justice. I think we controlled it, played through the third, a great movement ahead of it, and a thoroughly deserved win against a side that's decent.
You must have been thinking it might not come because there were a couple of great saves, weren't there, in the second half. You had 2-3 big chances in the first half, but you're pleased how your side stuck at it?
Yeah, I think if Malik Wills scores that goal in the first half, if it's Manchester City, they probably watch it forever. We don't play any football, people say so, but we did today. We did it second half. I think Cam forces a brilliant save from the goalkeeper. And then we have a header that skims the underside of the bar, and you start to think it's not going to come. But the boys just looked as if we had a desire. The staff were falling off their chairs when I told them what the starting lineup would be a couple of days ago, because obviously we left some big players out, and we brought some players in who have been crying for an opportunity. Cam Humphreys' training has been top drawer. Sean McWilliams has been top drawer. Alan McDonald's been top drawer. And I'm not going to get carried away because we've won a game, but I'm really, really pleased for the supporters. They've travelled around the country in my time as well recently, and it's not been acceptable what they've had, but I think they'll go home happy tonight.
Did you feel like it needed a shake-up after recent performances?
I just wanted to freshen it up. One is the amount of games. Worries me ahead of the weekend because Huddersfield's not had a game today. That worries me, but probably look at freshening it up again. There's some big players on that bench sitting beside us, and but if we get the types of performance we got today from a lot of the lads who've been around it, they would be in it, wouldn't they? And I said before the game, it's actions speak louder than words, and the minimum we have to do today is give what we gave against Stockport. I think the one thing we lacked in Stockport was the quality. What we didn't like was the fight and determination, and we added the quality to that today. And this is Michael Scabala's a good coach, but he was perplexed today. They couldn't get near us today in long spells. And then they have a little 5-minute spell where they launch it long into your box, but the two centre-backs were outstanding.
You must be pleased for Joe Powell as well. He came to the club with a history of some great goals at Burton, and he kept composed, didn't he, for the goal? Oh,
he gets frustrated with me every week because I keep shouting at him. And the reason I shout at Powell is because he's such a talented boy, and I keep demanding more from him. And people can see why in early parts of the season I'm shouting at Williams, and because Humphreys as well, because they're such talented. And I took a lot of criticism for saying what I said about Cameron Humphreys, but I meant it. But today he looked a top championship player playing in the middle of the park.
Could that be something we see on a more regular basis in that holding midfield role?
Well, he's obviously capable of now showing what he can do in there, and but we've got some plans as well. So Rob's working hard behind the scenes, but Cam Humphreys playing like that, Cam Humphreys plays. It's as simple as that. He's also an outstanding young man. He took heavy criticism from me. His way of dealing with it is to smile and laugh and come into my office and sit and have a chat. And I told him just over a week ago that if he keeps training to the level he is, and the last couple of days in training he's just been outstanding. That's the only way I can say it.
And the challenge now clearly is to replicate that and see that week in, week out.
Yeah, listen, nobody in the country gives a chance of winning here today because probably on form and performances we'd probably go to Central Bank and it'd be a struggle. This is a good team that Michael's got, but it's quite interesting. I'm reading their local press before the game today, which I never do, but we're at the team hotel, and they're writing, I'm getting sacked. That's what they're writing. It's ours 4 points behind them with 2 games in hand. They're having a fantastic season and we've been terrible. But we're not getting carried away, we need to build on it.
Did that provide any extra motivation today?
It did for me. I love winning at Lincoln anyway, I can't hide it. I love winning here. I normally win here anyway.
Yeah, you got some good banter off the crowd with your Boston connections as well. I imagine always fun coming here.
Well, I come here with Mansfield and win. I come here with Gillingham and win. I come here with Stevenage and win. I come here with Millers and win. But it's a tough place to win. It's a tough place to come, and we can't get carried away. We produced really good performances against the likes of Huddersfield at home and Reading, and then we went sideways and backways. So we've got lots to prove going forward in the season, but it just takes us a little bit notching near that top half of the table, and another 1 or 2 and we'll be in it.
Clean sheet must please you as well today.
Yeah, Dylan had a outstanding save in the first half that we switched off from a set play. Joe Rafferty gets caught on the other side of the pitch because he's gone across on the cover, and they moved it, they had the throw in, they took it really quickly, and the boy's done a bit of magic. He's a good player. He steps inside, and Dylan's produced a big save for us. But we need a goalkeeper to produce a big save. It doesn't matter whether you're home or away, and Dylan Phillips is capable of that.
No Kelly or Hungbo in the squad. What was that? Were they issues?
Joe Hungbo's been recalled by his parent club. I think the plan is perhaps to put him back out in the UK. So we've accepted that he's been recalled and Joe's gone as of yesterday. But he's had a very emotional chat with me and the staff and the boys, and how much he's been frustrated but loved his time playing at this football club. And Liam Kelly had an incredible distance. He'd had more distance against Stockport than he probably has in the last 2 or 3 years in one game. So I spoke to Liam long and hard and said, I'm not putting you in the squad. Stay at home, be with your family, do your own work. You know, when you've got Liam's experience, he took that in the right way. Probably a young kid at 21, 22 goes and phones his agent. Next thing, Paul Douglas is getting a phone call, or I am, but Liam Kelly took it like the man and the professional he is, and Liam will bounce back in tomorrow.
In terms of the other loanees and the early business you want to do, are you kind of set on what decisions you've got and what you'd like to do in this next week?
Yeah, we know what we're trying to do. Rob Douglas is working really hard. Paul Douglas started getting involved after the chairman ticked a couple of boxes. So Paul Douglas is obviously the one that does the financial side, him and Karen primarily. But we don't hide something. This has to be a window that we balance it. But if you see the type of players that's played here today, that's a top team performance of League One by any stretch, and I've been up at top many times. That's a top tier performance. That.
And could we see anybody incoming next week?
Yeah, I think nothing's going to happen probably before Huddersfield, just because of logistics and time. I think a lot of clubs are, not a lot of clubs, but 2 or 3 clubs are saying is that they're keen to talk to us and what we're trying to do, but they've had a run of games like us, and obviously we have to go forward and get Huddersfield out of the way. They've escaped a game today through no fault of Wiggins or Huddersfield. Just the elements and the weather, but it allows Huddersfield to be fresh. But the boys will be mentally fresh, and that's important to us. You know, sometimes we've been mentally tired. Confidence comes from producing performances and winning like that. That's why the late goal meant so much.